a different story, which is on the back pages of today's papers and has got a lot of people talking on social media. How about this? Mikel Arteta has conducted a bizarre test on his own players during an Arsenal team dinner.
This is mental.
Bid to teach them a valuable lesson.
Quiz?
No quiz. No.
They love the quiz, by the way.
With the Arsenal players. Yeah. Anyone who's the best one?
So we pre-season tours and that, they have a quiz night, and it's really good fun.
Who's the best?
Do you know what? I can't remember who's the best. I really can't. It wasn't that important, really, who's the best, but it was just good fun. I think that what they would do, there was in groups. It wasn't just an individual quiz. There was too many people there. I think they had groups of people, and they all had to fill the whatever in. It was good fun, though.
Team bonding exercise.
Yeah, a little bit of team bonding.
But this is something a little bit different. Arteta's leaving no stone unturned as he looks to get his team over the line. It was revealed in The Athletic. Arteta secretly hired a team of professional pickpockets tasked with taking frozen wallets during a dinner with the first team squad. This was over in America. At the end of the meal, the Spaniard asked players to empty their pockets, and of course several of them realised they were missing valuable items. And apparently the whole point of this exercise was supposedly done to teach them the importance of being alert at all times. I mean, have you guys...
That's intense. That's very intense.
That's so different, isn't it, Ray? I mean, have you ever heard of anything like that before?
I bet you they got worried when their watches... They're
exactly,
normal little watches now. They're quite expensive watches, I'm sure they were. But yeah, that is a little bit bizarre, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, and of course, I mean, look, plenty of managers in the past have used, unusual tactics to G their players up. Remember when Arteta himself played You'll Never Walk Alone out at training, all ahead of going to Anfield. I think one of the more famous ones that maybe didn't go down so well was the then Liverpool manager, Brendan Rodgers, took 3 envelopes into his first meeting with Liverpool. He held them up to his squad and told them the names in the envelopes would let him down during this season. It was supposed to try and motivate his Liverpool squad, but loads of players came out afterwards and were like, it was a really bizarre thing that didn't really do anything for us. And John Terry revealed that Jose Mourinho at Chelsea had installed a blacked out Premier League trophy at their training ground, which will only light up when they win the title. Of course, that is something that works. But Ray, I mean, Arsene
I can't remember Wenger doing anything.
I'll say one of the
that.
greatest managers ever in football. What was he like with this sort of stuff?
Well, he didn't do nothing like that. He wasn't, look, I'm sure they had mind games with managers. Sir Alex Ferguson was probably the best at it at the time, winding managers up and don't bite. And Wenger used to bite sometimes. I think Wenger had a problem with Mourinho, didn't he? I think
for sure.
Even now, I should imagine. Wenger and Ferguson now probably get on really well as people. But at that time, it was Sir Alex Ferguson. Whoever was a threat for Manchester United, he had to do something about it. And after 2005, Jose Mourinho was the threat, wasn't he? And that's when Sir Alex Ferguson went on to Jose. But I don't think Arsene Wenger ever... I think we always approached every single game more or less the same, which was great because sometimes you can overthink a game. If you're playing Manchester United, which was our biggest game of the season, try and get yourself ready just as you're playing any other game. Because if it's more important than other games, then sometimes you can freeze on the moment. So I think Wenger was very good at that.
But do you think those sort of kind of these mind games, if you call them mind games,
it's a bit of fun, really, isn't it?
But do you think it's something that maybe would work less better, kind of in your day? I mean, could you imagine a new manager walking into your dressing room and doing something like that with the pickpockets? Do you think you guys would have almost laughed him out of the room?
We had all 5 in ours. I don't think it'd be £50 notes or nothing like that. It's a little bit different these days. I mean, but look, I think the players all respect Arteta and what he's trying to do. I always said we used to have like psychologists come in and talk to you and all that sort of stuff. If you can, some players couldn't care less about that. I didn't really need that, but other players did. And if he gets 5% more on a Saturday that helps them, then that gives you 5% more that players are going to play better. So there's nothing wrong. There's no right or wrong answer with people trying to get the best out of players. Some players will take it. Some players will say, well, I'm not interested. But, the players who are interested, it might help them play better at the weekends.
Clearly what Arteta's doing is working with the team. The progress has been outstanding. And I don't know if you watched the One Team, One Dream documentary. It was One Team, One Dream, wasn't it? That Arsenal had done.
The Arsenal one, yeah.
And it kind of showed his methods, his team talks. Remember he came in with a light bulb one time and it was ridiculed. Like when we see it in the press, it's kind of like, it is a bit David Brent, especially with the Liverpool stuff, and You'll Never Walk Alone. It was a bit like cringe. When I read that story about the pickpockets, then I thought, well, at least he's trying something new to keep his team like constantly on his toes. At least he's unusual and different with his methods, and hopefully they respond. I mean, if they win this season, then
absolutely. Maybe every single manager will start hiring pickpockets
exactly.
in pre-season tours. You know,
it's a little bit like the coach, set play coach. Now, everybody thought, well, you don't need a set play coach, but they had the best record last year.
Yeah.
So now other teams are probably going, well, maybe we do need a set play coach.
I mean, team building experiences can get weird.
I like Neil Warnock's the best. When he used to take all 10-pin bowling, didn't he? Yeah. And he used to have a battle with them all, but he was a brilliant player at it. No one knew he played 10-pin bowling. And he used to win every single time. He took them. Take all their money off them.
That's vintage Neil Warnock, isn't it? Yeah, what's going on here?
Brilliant.
It's amazing some of the things you hear in companies that come up with, but it does make me just think of David Brent. You can let us know your weird team building exercises in the office or at work, or if you're in a football team or whatever it may be. Let us know this morning. 03717 223344. You can give us a call or drop us a text. 81089. Sam, thank you very much.
talkSPORT Breakfast, waking you up Monday to Friday morning from 6 a.m. on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.